Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 19th ever BroJaK cast with your favorite BroJaK, me. By the way, huge shout out to Stephen King, fellow New Englander, big fan of the number 19, and this cast is dedicated to him absolutely 100%. Okay, so over here we got the Red Zerg, Life, who's like a wannabe Life. Let's see how the Lifelings come out. Or if they even come out at all, because they're gonna be very interestingly not. And then over here we got Tanda, which is like the lamest car ever to drive. It's like a combination of a Honda and a Toyota. It's like the most un-American thing that you can do. Go buy a Ford or like a Chevy or something. Go get yourself a truck and be an actual dude instead of being a pansy, which you obviously are. Anyways, scouts coming across the map, things looking pretty normal, pretty fantastic. Just gonna go ahead and build this barracks and the refinery as well. This part of the game, you would think, oh look, it's Legacy of the Void. That's hilarious and awesome, so things happen super quick, right? Yeah, the glow is worn off. We need to like start with like 16 workers or like 20 workers because 12 workers is too slow now. I'm used to it. I'm done with it. We need to up the worker count. Everyone should like start with the Reaper and a couple of army units even. Maybe we start even on 2 bases. I don't know. Let's really get this game going is what I mean. You know, let's get this Reaper across the map. Reapers take a million years to build. Let's get these Reapers built in like 3 seconds. 3 second Reapers. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we really want. We want the action. All right, let's get this going around. Okay, definitely. And expansions coming down, that's great. Okay, cool. The Zergs ahead in expansions, very Zergy. Leralac Crest, by the way, super Ember broken for Zerg. So if the Zerg doesn't win, they're obviously an idiot. Keep that in mind for laters when we find out who wins. And you are coming in over here. Check this out, Reaper guy. Let's see if you're dumb or smart. Only 2 options here. And dumb. Excellently done. Just sitting there doing nothing. You're like afraid of the creep. You're like, what's going on with this weird stuff on the ground? Am I gonna get like athlete's foot or something? Like, what's the big deal? Anyways, gets over his fair athlete's foot and jumps in, throwing in some bombs. Good job. If only they did actual damage and everything just died right away. I think that would be much better for the game. Think about it. Anyways, Blizzard, get back to me on that one. Oh, nice bombs. He's running to a corner though. And got nibbled to death by workers. That's gotta be embarrassing. Whenever you go to like Reaper Heaven or Hell or whatever, they're like, oh, so how'd you die? I'm like, well, I got nibbled to death by a worker. You like absolutely are on the bottom of the food chain from day one in the afterlife when you gotta tell that story. And obviously if you lie, God's gonna know. And he's like, dude, don't be a liar. And then you're screwed, totally screwed here. Nice moves over here, like this. We got some static D coming around. That's gonna help you win the game. A little bit off over here because he's building a orbital command and not a PF, but you know what? These guys aren't pros. The pros know that obviously PF is the way to go. And you know, he's getting one of each. I like this. He's kind of not really sure what he wants. He's like, maybe I'll have some barracks units, or maybe I'll have some factory units, or maybe some stopwatch units. I don't really know. I want to be kind of ready for everything. That's what this guy's saying right here. I'm gonna build one of each. Yeah, very good. And he's gonna build some Hellions as well, which are good at pretty much all the early stuff. You want to roast some Zerglings? Hellions. You want to roast some drones? Hellions. You want to roast some Ultralisks? That's not the early game. What are you doing with Ultralisks? What patch happened I wasn't paying attention to? You know? Korean barbecue coming right up. But obviously these players aren't Koreans because they would have much better names. Koreans, by the way, I don't know if you knew this, they actually have, objectively speaking, the best IDs in the world. So if you want to have a sweet ID, don't be like this guy, all right? Don't be like this guy and be like, oh, I'm just gonna name myself after Life, one of the coolest Zergs that ever was, and is, and forever shall be, amen, right? So this guy's a little bit religious about Life, which is, you know, understandable. He's pretty good. He's not flashing nothing, but I mean, he's pretty good. And So anyway, don't be a noob and just straight up copy this dude's ID, because that's ridiculous. All right, don't be so obvious about it. Just like be like life. Be like, oh, I name myself Death. Very ironic, interesting. Maybe a little bit emo. Maybe you wear eyeliner and you're a guy. Maybe you wear guy liner. Maybe you're a guy liner guy. Who knows? But hopefully you're not. That's all I'm saying. Hellions gonna come in. They roasted a couple links. Like I said earlier, they're good at roasting the links. They do the roasting the link thing. Then I come over here, roast some drones. Yeah, this guy's like grouping up all of his drones into one spot, basically saying like, "Hey, dude, I'm all lined up. You can get tons of damage on me with one blast." I'm gonna come in with the Banshee. We probably have a Banshee out on the map already if he's not a total scrub. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that, not a total scrub. Can't even believe it. I mean, Flash would already got 20 kills by now, but, you know, Flash isn't with us anymore, so, you know, that can't happen. I'm a little torn up about it, to be honest. I don't want to talk about it, so there we go. Got a couple of kills going on there. Life's having a bad day. Life's having a bad life. That's what's going on here. Just chasing down this queen. Awful. Spore crawler, yeah, it's not going to be up in time, bro. You're going to have a bunch of dead queens. Oh, drones. Nice move. Nice move there. Competent move. Getting the layer too late, it looks like, and there we go, dead queen. And interestingly enough, just gonna let this sport crawler finish. And wow, look at that, staying out of range of a sport crawler. How many kills we up to? Wow, 11 kills. Does eventually let the sport crawler finish directly underneath him. Bad move there. And wow, consciously decloaking here. Is he safe? Is he actually? Wow. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't happen too often, guys, but I'm impressed. I'm actually, look at this move. Nicely done, dude. All right, let's take a look. We got a third CC coming down. Not super greedy third CC like all the Terrans have been doing, but, you know, a reasonable CC, all right? All you Terrans out there are like, oh man, I'm gonna build 3 CC off for like 1 racks. Knock it off, all right? Go get Zerg rushed. That's why I say to use guys over there, all right? You gotta turtle up, you gotta get static D, then you can build your third CC, all right? That's the rules. Follow the rules, you'll get lots of wins. If not, you're gonna get killed. Think about it. You don't wanna get a killed. That's just like, not cool. Everybody, oh wow. All those pro plays, right? For nothing. That champion Banshee just dies. Wow. Anyways, back to what I was saying, which is dead drones everywhere. And wow, you're just gonna die too, aren't you? Yeah. Wow. Man, what started so nicely ended so scrubbly. And that's basically the tale of these players right here. They actually started out pretty competently. I don't know if you noticed that, but they're actually playing a really real game of Starcraft for once. But they can't keep it up, right? It's like, you know, you're lying to someone. You're like, oh yeah, I'm totally like a championship swimmer. Like, oh, really? Wow, that's pretty cool. And then you actually get to the pool and you're like, oh, man, oh, I got a rash. I can't actually, I'm allergic to chlorine. I can't swim right now. You know, it's just like only so long you can keep it up. And then they realize, oh wow, you're full of shit, dude. So basically that's what these two players did. They're like, oh look, we're really good. And then they just kind of fell apart and it was like, oh wow. By the way, future reference, you should probably just run your Marines away. Okay, dude, they're the OP units. The Marauders, they got nerfed and now they suck. So let them die, all right? Let them be the sacrificial lambs of your game and keep those OP Marines alive. Just a quick tip from your buddy BroJaK, all right? Trying to keep you safe, trying to keep you building up your static D, all right? Think about this attack right here for a second, okay? Static D, here, 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 a little bit over here. Maybe a little bit of a backup static D and some lurkers. Lurkers are the best. They're like moving static D. It's awesome, right? Thinking about it. So, here we are, moving in. Oh my God. He's gonna, oh wow, look at that moves. Look at the moves on this Zerg. He killed that, oh my God, he killed that Widowmine like 2 seconds before it was gonna blow up. And by 2 seconds, I mean like 2 milliseconds, because Starcraft is so OP, regular seconds don't actually mean nothing. Think about it. Anyways, we got drone counts going on. Oh, there it is. My boy, Tonda. You got a dumb ID, but you actually know what's up. Building the PFs. I like it. We'll see a lot more PFs happening. Oh, the Doom drops. Yeah, this guy's got all the moves. He's got, I think he's just gonna go right over this whole army. Let's take a look. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, and the scout's on. Reaction time? None. This dude's got 0 reaction time. He's like, oh, I would react, but I could just not react instead. It doesn't matter though, because it looks like these medevacs don't even know how to unload. Pro tip, dude, you should probably unload all your medevacs instead of just a couple of them. General idea with the Doom drop is that you drop in the Doom. You drop, they don't call it like a half Doom drop. You don't load up your stuff and then only unload half of it. Okay, it's common sense. Anyways, the half Doom drop failed. No big surprise there. 2-2 coming in for our Zerg player because upgrades are actually pretty good. Upgrades are number 1. Really, you should get upgrades first before anything else because upgrades are OP. Gonna take a couple hits from a spore crawler and then do nothing here. Wow. This is the absolute sort of, I don't know. I'm not too good with words. All right, guys, just give me a break. I think the word's epitome of noobness right here. Just totally impotent performance here by Tanda. Just like dropping one dude at a time. Guess what? Oh, you're dead. He's just like, I think he has like a vendetta against his Marines for being less OP than Flash's Marines. I think that's what happened. He's just like, all right, you guys aren't performing like Flash's Marines perform, so you're gonna get dropped one at a time and get blowed up by Banelings. Ugh, awful. Absolutely awful way to die. All that acid and death is just gonna corrode through your body. Think about it. All right, he's gonna burrow actually Widow Mines here. Looks like they're gonna, get some shots off, nice. Now, this is where we run into kind of a similar situation here. Fortunately, the Liberator exists, so we shouldn't be in this stage of the game for too long. But, of luck versus luck, it's very similar to the luck bombs of ZVZ, but instead we have a Widow Mine, and then we've got the luck bombs as we know them and love them from ZVZ, and it's basically whoever gets lucky and gets the good explosions is gonna win. That's really all that happens here. Fortunately, this is gonna get broken up by the Liberator, who brings freedom, which obviously, as Americans, we all love. And, you know, no one else has freedom but us, because we're the best. Anyways, gonna try to attack here. Let's see who gets lucky. Oh, and the luck bombs go to the Terran. Good job. Looks like the Terran is luckier this game. Good job. Oh, some luck coming in from the other player there. Wow. I don't know. Like, maybe that's what casters do? Like, inside their head, when they're actually casting, they're like, this is actually what's going on, but I'm gonna try to make it exciting. And, you know, I get that. That's your job, but over here at BroJaK Cast, we tell it like it is, all right? And this is totally luck-based, what's going on here. He's gonna lift off into the weakest medevac. That's like total pro moves there, right? It's like, man, I'm gonna load up on my units. Which one? Let's load them into the one that's got like 40 HP. Wicked smart, dude, all right. Like, think about that right there. It's it's just a terrible move. And still waiting for Liberators to come in here. And none happening. Yo, bros. Double bros. Talking to both of the bros right now. There's this thing called Tekken. Not the fighting game. The thing that you do when you build units that aren't the basic units for the entire game. Tekken. Alright? Do some Tekken. It's a good idea. Anyways, that Marauder's gonna get left to die, poor dude. And obviously he's not happy with his Marauders because it's not as good as Polt's Marauders, so he hasn't sniped any Nexuses this game. That's so sad. Like, let's look at this dude. Life, right? He's got a hive. He's got a hive. That's tier 3. There are only 3 tiers. Once you get to tier 3, you're done. But he's only building Lings and Banes. Like, you could have Ultralists right now, dude. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Only took you 14 minutes. Jeez. In the meantime, we got this Terran who's like, hey, maybe I could just build Marines forever because they're so OP. I mean, if they were Flash's Marine, like we talked about this before, right? If they were Flash's Marine, sure, you could get away with that. But guess what? You're not Flash, dude. You're a scrub. Get used to it. One of the most important things that you need to do as a Starcraft player is realize how much you suck. Once you do that, then you can start to get better. But before that point in time, you're just like, you're fooling yourself, all right? Anyways, Baneling's coming out. Dude's like, hey, maybe I'll build more Banelands. And man, this Terran's killing me. He's got a factory totally ready to build some tanks. He's got a starport totally ready to build some liberators. But what is he gonna do instead? Do the same thing over and over again. And then people are like, oh man, I love ZVT, it's such a great matchup. The Lings and the Banes and the Widow Mines is so awesome. It's not actually awesome, it's just like, oh, who gets luckier? Oh, who's gonna do the Doom drop? Maybe he'll actually unload all his medevacs this time. Let's find out. Oh, wait a minute. Is this how it ends? Is this how it, do we get a base race? Oh man. Doom drop. Oh, good job, dude. You actually unloaded your medevacs. It's too bad half your shit can't shoot. Think about it. You should probably have all your stuff shooting. I mean, this is really basic stuff. I didn't think this is stuff that I had to explain to anyone, but apparently I do. When you're executing a Doom drop, number 1, unload all your stuff. Number 2, make sure all your stuff can shoot at stuff. Because otherwise, why is your stuff there? We have more Vendetta drops over here. Very sad, very sad. Absolutely awful. And we got Ultralists on the way. Guess what, dude? This is where it happens. The Zerg actually smartened up and built anything but Lings and Banes, and now you're gonna die. Because the new Ultras are OP. Super OP. They're like really good. And there's that Chidness plating. The Chidness plating is the good stuff. That's the stuff that makes them OP. They're actually not good until you get the Chidness plating, so make sure you get that. So, Lings and Banes, stuff blowing up. I don't know how you guys get excited about this, really, to be honest. I mean, we've been doing this for a little while now. Oh, the luck shots. Luck bombs go off. And Widow Mines as well. Some people call them window mines, because you can get wins with them, but you can also get losses, so it doesn't really make all that much sense. And now Life has become increasingly aware that he has nothing that shoots up. Like, literally, infinite amount of time, one Liberator kills the entire Zerg army. Dude, this is called a starport. It builds Liberators. Use it. Anyways, gonna survive, barely, with some units. But the economies, as you can see, are pretty good for the Zerg. Turns out, when you've got more bases than the other guy, it's actually pretty good. And when you have double the workers, it's actually pretty better. So, should probably not neglect your economy and do any amount of teching. This guy's just like, this is my plan, all right? I'm gonna build a bunch of Marines and Marauders and Medevacs and some mines. This guy's like, if it doesn't begin with an M, I don't build it. That's what I do, okay? Mine, got it. Widow Mine, technically W, mine. Technicality, we're gonna get away with it. But Liberator, there's no M in that entire word. How could I possibly justify building a single Liberator? Noob. Anyways. Coming in over here. Whoa, here we go. That's the Chitness plating. Right there, 7 armor. Get ready, get ready. This is how the game ends. And this dude is gonna be dumb, right? He's gonna be like, oh no, Chitness plating is OP. Actually, dude, if you built anything but Marines, Marauders, and Medevacs, you would be okay. Actually, that's what happened. This dude's gonna go on the forums and complain about how Chitness plating is OP. But it's not. It's not, man. It's totally not. Marines, OP, for sure. I get that. That's definitely true. Void Race, OP. Chitness plating, no. Just build a Liberator. You'll be fine. You've been hanging out with a starport for like 18 years and you haven't built a single Liberator. If you lose this game, which by the way, you will, it's totally your fault. Yeah. Get out, dude. All right, so usually I like to say to the person who loses, it's not your fault, blame David Kim, but this was just such a blatant disregard for, I don't know, Legacy of the Void being a game. Like, did this dude do a single, does this dude think he's playing Heart of the Swarm or something? Like, what the hell was going on? Anyways, that's it for me. I'll see you guys later.